Time now for Sid 6-0. This is where I get 60 seconds to talk about stuff. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. By now, you've heard the statistic repeated over and over. No team in the history of the NBA has come back from 3-0 down to win a best of 7. When Raptors head coach Nick Nurse sat down and spoke to the media last Friday, that was a position he and his team found themselves in. And with good reason, most observers were writing the Raptors off. But with a twinkle in his eye, Nurse's tone on the whole ordeal was very glass half full. His message, don't write us off.
Well, I think it's a heck of a challenge, and somebody's got to do it. That's the way I look at it. Somebody's got to do it. And if it gets to 3-1, it's not 3-0 anymore. And 3-1's been done. Okay.
Coming back from 3-2 has also been done plenty of times. Game 6, Thursday night in Toronto. Let's go. Let's go. Donnovan Bennett from Sportsnet joining us. Donnovan, let's go. I don't have a question. Just let's go.
Well, maybe I'll take people into our personal group chat, because when you said we're talking Raptors today, a couple days ago, what did we say? We're going to be talking about a Game 6. We knew, Nick Nurse evidently knew, but I think, Sid, more importantly, the Philadelphia 76ers know. Like, you can tell, not to be a body language expert, but you can tell whether it's 5 players on the court or the 19,000 in arena, they know that they're in trouble. And part of it is because of Glenn Doc Rivers, who's taking some veiled shots at Nick Nurse earlier in the series. He has now 31 losses in potential closeout games. Yes, that is the most in NBA history. It could be end counting. 7 of the last 8 times he's been in a closeout game in the playoffs, he's lost. And you mentioned it, the 146 teams that haven't come back from 3-0 to win a series. Well, the Raptors are now just one of 14 that have come back to make it 2 wins, 1 down 3. And we've had 20 quarters in this series. I'd argue that the Raptors are up in the series 2-3. They've played better for the balance of those 20 quarters than the Sixers have. They just haven't been able to execute some late game situations, or Glenn Doc Rivers got a timeout at half court. So if you're a Raptors fan, you should be excited, not just by the fact that they're in it, but the fact that they're showing you the same spirit they've had for a long time.
Last night was nuts in that the Raptors could not hit a three-pointer. They shot a shade above 25% from 3, which is not good. And they still won by 15 points. That should have been a 30-point blowout last night. Some of the looks from 3 the Raptors were getting. OG Anunoby he couldn't hit anything. He kept trying, to his credit. He only hit 2. But if those start sinking, this is a complete whitewash. And the Raptors leaving the court, Donovan, that's the part of last night that got me. There wasn't a lot of hooping and hollering. It was a business trip. Like, these guys believe they can do this. In 20 seconds, do we go to Game 7 Saturday night?
We do. You mentioned not hitting threes, 56 to 36 points in the paint. None of that changes when you're playing all guys that are 6'9". So unless Tyrese Maxey is going to become Steph Curry again, I don't see the formula that the Sixers beat the Raptors. We're going to Game 7.
Donnovan Bennett, Sportsnet, appreciate you, man. Thank you.
You too.
Take care. Woo, this is getting interesting with the Raptors. All right, we're going to take a break.